Good morning, welcome to News Superfast with me Harish Upadhyay. First up, a case has been registered against Arvind Kejriwal for making controversial comment during a rally in Amethi. Kejriwal said that voting for the Congress or the BJP is like betraying the nation. The case has been registered in Muzaffarkhana police station, the local jurisdictional police. Arvind Kejriwal had said that voting for both the national parties is like betraying the entire nation. And now a case has been registered against Arvind Kejriwal for this specific comment. Moving on, the Assam government is thinking of arming Bengali-speaking Muslims in Bodo areas with licensed guns and asked for application from villages, even as the situation in Kokrajhar and Buxa return to normalcy with no fresh reports of violence. However, security forces intensified their operation against the National Democratic Front of Bodoland. Militants with 3 guerrillas killed in 2 encounters in northern Assam's Sonitpur, Udalguri districts. Bengali-speaking Muslims have clashed with Bodos 4 times in the past, the earliest being in 1952 and the most recent being in 2012, when 105 people from both the communities were killed in 5 days in violent clashes. And now the Assam government is planning to arm Bengali-speaking Muslims with guns. Make sure that there's no further violence between the Bengali-speaking Muslims and the Bodo militants. Moving on, the tasty and famous grapes of Bijapur could not benefit the farmers of the district this year. Though they had a good produce, they had to suffer great losses after the damage of grapes. Here's a report.
Bijapur is known as the land of grapes and raisins. With ideal conditions in the form of perfect soil and weather for production of grapes, they are not just famous across the state but also world over. In fact, over thousands of hectares of land in Bijapur are used for the cultivation of grapes. Out of the total production, 80% of the grapes are converted into raisins and the only remaining 20% are sold as the grapefruit. The raisins manufactured are then exported to various places, including Saudi Arabia, which is one of the countries that makes use of this fruit in most of its confectionaries. Farmers reap the fruits of their hard labor and save up a lot in most of the cases. But this time around, the farmers and the raisin manufacturers are a worried lot. Thanks to the heavy rains and hailstorms that hit the district in the month of March. Following the torrential rains and the hailstorms, tons of fruit were destroyed, leading to a heavy loss. To add to their woes, the crops were also affected by some disease.
ಈಗ ನೋಡ್ರಿ ಇಷ್ಟು ದಿನ ರೋಗ ರುಜಿ ದವಣಿ ಪೋಣಿ ಎಲ್ಲ ಆಗಿ ಹಾಳಾಗಿ ಹೋಗಿದ್ವಿ. ನಾವು ಇದನ್ನು ಬಿಟ್ಟರೆ ಮತ್ತೇನು ನಮಗೆ ಕೃಷಿ ಅಂದರೆ ದ್ರಾಕ್ಷಿ ಒಂದೇ ಬೆಳಿತೀವಿ ನಾವು. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ನೀರು ಅಟ್ಟೆ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಇರ್ತಾವೆ, ಅಷ್ಟ್ರ ಮ್ಯಾಗ ಇಷ್ಟ ಬೆಳ್ಕೊತ ಬಂದಿದ್ದೇವೆ. ಇದನ್ನ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊತಿದ್ದೀವಿ ನಾವು ಈಗ. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಈಗ ಏನಾಗಿಬಿಟ್ಟದ್ರಿ, ರೋಗನಾಗ ಕಡ್ಯಾಕೆ ಹೋಗಿ ಬಂದಿದ್ದೇವೆ. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಬಂದ್ಕಿಸಿಂದ ಮುಂದೆ ಇದಟ್ಟು ಆಣಿ ಕಲ್ಲ ಬಿದ್ದು ಮನುಕ ಕಾರ್ಗಾಗಿ ಈಗ ಒಳ್ಳೆ ರೇಟು ಸಹಿತ ಹತ್ತಂಗಿಲ್ಲ. ಹಿಂಗಾಗಿ ನಮ್ಗೆ ತೀರಾ ತೊಂದರೆ ಒಳಗದೆ ನಾವು ಈಗ ರೀ.
The farmers work through the day for rich yield. The amount of money spent to grow grapes on 1 acre of land is approximately 1 lakh rupees. And the money required to manufacture raisins is around 60 to 70,000 rupees. But the farmers are not even being able to pay the premium for the loan they have taken for the cultivation of the fruit. Even after this, the government seems least bothered about the poor farmers. Now the farmers want the intervention of the government and have requested them to compensate their losses immediately. They also want the government to have a fixed market price for the grapes in Bijapur.
ಮತ್ತು ಗೌರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ನೂ ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಸವಲತ್ತು ಇಲ್ಲ, ಏನು ಇನ್ನೂವರೆಗೆ ಪರಿಹಾರ ಕೊಡಲಾಗ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಮತ್ತು ಕಾಯಿನೂ ಡ್ಯಾಮೇಜ್ ಆಗಿತ್ತು. ಅವಾಗ ರೋಗ ರುಜುಡಿ ಬಿದ್ದು ಈಗ ಮನುಕ್ ಕಾಲಕ್ಕೆ ಮಾಡಾಕ್ತಾರೆ, ಮನುಕ್ನು ಲಾಸ್ ಆಗತೈತಿ. ಅದಕ್ಕೊಂದು ಬೆಲೆನೂ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಸರ್ಕಾರ ಇನ್ನೂರಿಗೆ ಅದಕ್ಕೊಂದು ಇಂತಿಷ್ಟು ಎಕರೆಗೆ ನಾವು ನೋಡ್ರಿ 1 ಲಕ್ಷ ಗಟ್ಟಲೆ ಖರ್ಚು ಮಾಡೇವು. ಹೀಗಾಗಿ ರೈತರ ಬಾಳೆ ಹಾಳಾಗಿ ಅದಕ್ಕೇನು ಬೆಲೆ ಇಲ್ಲ ಮತ್ತು ಸರ್ಕಾರ ಪರಿಹಾರಧನ ಕೊಡ್ಲಾಕ ಇರಲ್ಲ.
Despite having good reasons for the cultivation and doing business, Bijapur this year faced several problems in the business of grapes and raisins. Though the farmers have demanded an immediate compensation for their losses, will the government blink is what remains to be seen. Ashok Yadhalli, News9, Bijapur.
Moving on, water scarcity is a big problem in many rural parts of the state, but here's an interesting story where a miracle seems to have come to the rescue of many villages facing water problems.
Take a look at these visuals. These visuals are from Abbaligere village near Shimoga. The lake you see on your screen is generally dry during summers, much to the distress of the villagers. But since the last 2 days, water has been surprisingly collecting in the lake. People of the village feel this is a miracle and even performing puja since yesterday. Villagers say that water mysteriously started collecting in the lake. They further add that water level kept on increasing as if it was motorized.
ಮಾಮೂಲಿ ಬರುವಂತೆಲ್ಲೇ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದ್ವಿ, ತೋಟ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀವಿ. ನಿನ್ನೆ ಮಳೆ ಬಂತು ಅಂತ ಬೆಳಗ್ಗೆ 6 ಗಂಟೆಗೆ ಬಂದ್ವಿ, ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಲೇಟಾಗಿ. ನಾವು ಬರೋದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ನೀರು ಬಂದಿತ್ತು. ಇತ್ಲಿಂದ ಹೋಗಿ ಅತ್ಲಿಂದ ಬರೋದ್ರೆ ಇನ್ನು ಪೈಪ್ನಲ್ಲಿ ಮೋಟರ್ ನೀರು ಬರುತ್ತಲ್ಲ, ಆ ಥರ ನೀರು ಬರ್ತಾ ಇತ್ತು. ಒಂದು ಕಡೆ ಬರ್ತಾ ಬರ್ತಾ 3-4 ಕಡೆ ಬಂತು. ಅವಾಗ ಈ ಥರ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇದೆಯಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ನಾವು ಊರಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಗಿ ಸರ್ಕಲಲ್ಲಿ ತಿಳಿಸ್ತೀವಿ.
There were thunders and rains on Saturday. Villagers say that water began to rise following a thunder which struck the lake. People of the village have been thronging the place ever since to witness what they believe is a miracle. The water is expected to help farmers from the villages around Abbaligere, and that has brought smiles all around. With this, the water scarcity woes are also expected to end, and thus people believe this is a divine intervention.
ರಾತ್ರಿಯಿಂದ ಒಂದು ಉದ್ಭವ ರೂಪದಲ್ಲಿ ಅಂದರೆ ಗಂಗಾ ಉದ್ಭವ ಆಗಿರೋಂಥ ಸನ್ನಿವೇಶ ನಮಗೆ ಕಂಡು ಬರ್ತದೆ. ಆ ನೀರಲ್ಲಿ ಕೆರೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಆ ನೀರು ಉಕ್ಕೋದನ್ನು ನೋಡಿಬಿಟ್ರೆ ಇದು ಭಾಳ ನಮಗೆ ದೈವಯುಕ್ತ ಗಂಗಾವಾಗಿಂತ ಹೇಳಬೇಕು.
Divine intervention or not, water collecting in the dried up lake has come as a boon to the people of the village and even neighboring villages. Baswaraj Yaraganavi, News9 Shimoga.
Moving on, Madikeri is a famed tourist destination, but there was also another tourist attraction that enthralled one and all. Here's more.
Powerful cars and bikes zooming past. Rivers taking steep turns like it's child's play. Amused audience left mesmerized. These are visuals from the car and bike rally organized in Kodagu. The mega rally has attracted many rally enthusiasts and people from all walks of life. With about 45 participants just in the biking categories, this championship is one of the most sought after car rallies in the country. Yesterday was the 8th edition of this mega event.